Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is your first time, welcome. So I already have my brows and my eyes and all that stuff done because I just filmed a tutorial on this. So that's why that is already done, and because eye look is not really what the focal point of this video is going to be. I know it's late and I know a lot of people have already done it, but I also wanted to do it because one, people that I'm really close with, my friends, they've been asking me what I think about it. I'm like, I'm not sure, I don't know, I've never used the foundation before. I don't have anything from Too Faced, like I've never shopped Too Faced before. The only thing I've had from them was their Better Than Sex mascara, which was gifted to me, and this cooling matte perfecting primer from their Prime and Peachy collection, or from the Peach collection, also gifted to me. When I think of Too Faced, or when I think of makeup, Too Faced is not a brand that comes into my mind. I just don't think about them. But a lot of people that are close to me in groups that I'm in on Facebook, they've asked, so I'm going to do a video on it. So I have already, like I said, prepped my skin because I already filmed a look on, I did a video on another look already earlier. So I have prepped my skin with Skin Prep Pro, and this looks like so, and this is from Mayron. The reason why I wanted to do this, because I know this foundation has a lot of luminosity. I know it's good for drier skin, but I'm going to read to you guys on here what its claims are. Just the basic claims. I'm not going to go into details because I just want to let you guys know what I'm looking for. Whatever it claims on here is what I'm going to look for that it's doing. It says this is a full coverage foundation. It says, excuse me, whew. The skin type that it's good for: normal, dry, combination, and oily. We'll see. The finish is a radiant finish. So like I said, luminosity, radiance. Radiance doesn't always mean oily. So if you're oily, don't shy too much away from radiance, depending on how you prep your skin. What it is: an oil-free, medium to full coverage, natural looking radiant foundation. What it does: get full undetectable coverage with Born This Way foundation, and it's infused with coconut water, which aids in delicately replenishing skin's moisture levels. Alpine rose, which helps support skin health and resilience, and hyaluronic acid, which gives skin a smoother, more youthful appearance. It is formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. I don't know if I said that properly. This product is vegan and cruelty-free. Okay. So it's saying it's good for all skin types, and I have two colors here. So I'm not using a primer because I have used the Mayron Skin Prep Pro, and usually how you use this, you just use it on a clean skin, and sorry, someone in my eyes. You use it on a clean skin, and you don't need a primer after that, because it's supposed to help with sweat and hot climates and stuff like that. And I will be going out because I do have errands to run. It is later in the afternoon. It is 3:52, and I have not applied the makeup yet. So once I apply the makeup, I'll let you guys know. So the colors that I'm using are the two last shades. I tried Sable. It's way too pink for my skin tone, and we're not doing that. We're not gonna play ourselves. So I do fall in the last two shades. I have other brands where I could either be the last shade or not, so I guess this is not bad, but they also have two different undertones. I've never really, besides the first year of me wearing makeup, which is like 12 years ago, I've never had a problem with finding my shade. I have never had that problem, and I don't know if it's because I live in New York City, and New York City is more diverse than everywhere else. But I've never had a problem, and I know a lot of people said they have. I've never had that problem. So one side of my face, I'm going to try Truffle, And Truffle has, sorry guys, Truffle is rich golden. My undertone is neutral. Now, this is going to be a long video because I want this to be as detailed as possible. So go right here, the 3 little dots when you tap on your screen, or I'm saying this for mobile, but if you're on a computer, go to the little wheel and then go to playback speed and go to 1.5x. This video, you'll be able to watch this video in half the time, but you'll still be able to understand what I'm saying. It'll just be fast forwarded. But I want to be very, very honest and very detailed on what I think of this foundation, because I feel like that's why you guys watch a lot of YouTube channels. Before you go out and buy something, you want to get a lot of people's different opinion, and if it works for your skin, if it's not gonna work, if it's actually a good foundation or a good product or not. So if you clicked on this, you probably wanted to hear what I had to say, so I just want to let you know right now, this will possibly be a long video, and I know people got stuff to do, and watch it at half the time. Let's get started. So what I was gonna say is, on one side I'm going to use Truffle, and the other I'm going to use Ganache. They're both of those are the last two, so it's Truffle and then Ganache. Ganache is the darkest shade. And so hopefully you guys can see my chest right now. My chest is just what my face is, like the color of my face, but lately, because it's been really hot in New York, everywhere, summertime, my chest hasn't been exposed that much, but my face has, and I've been wearing a lot of SPF. So what I was trying to say, so my face has gotten a little tan than my chest has, and I just want to say something before I continue. I know there's a myth out there, I don't know if I want to call it, but I know there's this thing out there where people are like, you're supposed to or you're not supposed to match your foundation to your chest. Listen, makeup is not a one-size-fit-all. So if during the winter time, if let's say I already have makeup on, or I already have my full face of makeup on, and I really want to try a new product or a new foundation, and I go in Sephora or Ulta, if my chest is exposed, I will swatch it on my chest, because my face and my chest will be the same color. Well, it's usually the same color in the winter time because it's like paler, the sun has, like, it's not shining and like giving you a tan. But my face did get darker, and just since it's been really hot outside, and I've been trekking these New York streets, so it's gotten a little tan. I don't want to say like blacker, it's gotten a little tan, and which is fine. I have way too many foundations to not be able to match myself. So what I would not do during the summertime is match my face foundation to my chest. Now if it's all one, then you can do that. There are some people that have even skin tone, also they can do that. You can, if you already have makeup on, or you just prefer to swatch it on your chest, you can do that. Not everyone should or can match their foundation, their face to their chest, because it's just not smart. Now if I'm doing a bridal makeup, or I'm doing models that are showing like skin, a lot of skin, I have to make sure I match whatever the foundation is to the rest of their body, so it can be cohesive and so it can be one. So there's no right or wrong that you can match your foundation to your chest or you can't. It's just whatever works for you. So I've been seeing a lot of debate online, like you should never match your foundation to your chest, or you should. If it's necessary for you to match it to your chest, like if it's the same color, do that. And if, like me right now, it's not something I'm gonna do. So for this foundation, I would have never matched it to my chest and assume it's gonna work for my face, because it's summertime and my face has gotten a tan. Sometimes I can, like I said, in the winter months where the sun is not making my skin darker, I can do that, and I do it on clients majority of all the time. If they're showing skin, whatever. Usually from your chest and the rest of your body, like myself, is one color. My chest and my body is one color. So a lot of the times I'll use whatever matches my face to my face, and whatever I'm highlighting with to like bring out more my focal points, I will match it to my chest, so everything is cohesive. So bridal models, anyone that's showing skin, I will definitely match their foundation to the rest of their bodies. Whew, I feel like that was a lot. I just wanted to get that out the way because I feel like I've just been seeing it a lot. So, like I said, on this side of my face, I'm going to use Truffle, and it's a rich golden. I have neutral undertones. My face, like my face and my chest, neutral undertones. My whole body, neutral undertones. My face does lean a little bit, just a little bit to the redder side. And I don't mind it, but I'm definitely not golden at all whatsoever. I would never like use something golden on myself. Well, I mean, not never. When I swatch this look neutral to me, but this does not look golden. Like, I don't know what formulation they're using, whatever. But Truffle is a rich golden. That's what I'm going to use on this side. And Ganache is the other one I am going to use, and it's the richest neutral. So because that's a neutral, we're going to compare both sides, and we're going to see. I'm going to zoom my camera all up in my face so y'all can see my pores and all that, and we can get started. I hope this lighting is good enough. I didn't make them really bright. They are really close to me, but I just hope this is. I will take a picture as soon as I'm done without any powder. Just with my concealer, I will take a picture with flash, and I will try to take a picture outside so you guys can see, and I'll take a picture indoors with my studio lights so you guys can see what it looks like outside, okay, without any like powder, blush, and all that, so you guys can see how true it is. So I'm gonna use, so hopefully I can use 2 different brushes here. I can't find my other brush. Whatever. Okay, so on one side of my face, like I mentioned, I am going to use Truffle, and I'm gonna get started with Truffle. And Truffle is claiming to be golden. I will say I do like how it's going on. Granted, guys, this foundation, because I'm oily, could work for me because of the way I prepped my skin. Like this, it helps keep sweat and oil at bay, so maybe I should have done it without that, and then y'all would have seen. But no, because that's how I would wear it anyway. So, yeah. Because one thing I feel like, I don't want to say misconception, but people don't understand sometimes. If I prep my skin a certain way all the time, and you have the same exact foundation, if you're not prepping your skin, or yeah, if you're not prepping your skin probably the way I am, and I say something less, that don't mean I'm lying. It just means it worked for me. This is Truffle. You guys can okay, I like the finish of that. I really like the finish of that, and it just feels like that dried really fast. And I think it's this, because I really do think it's the Skin Prep Pro, because when I swatched this on my face before I got the samples, and I have samples, I didn't like buy all the colors because no one has time for that, and because I'm not shopping right now, I'm supposed to be moving, I'm gonna no buy, y'all. Please, when you're watching this video, please, 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 in the comments below, be as honest as possible and tell me what you guys think, like what you're seeing. Because one, my monitor, my screen is far away. I can't see that far. Two, I feel like this is looking a little, like the undertone, like the shade is right, but the undertone is a little, which I'm not, I wouldn't be surprised because it says golden and I am neutral. So that can also be a factor. But I will say I really like this finish. It has dried completely. It just does not feel like, I don't have a mirror close to me. It does not feel like, oh my god, I really like this, y'all. I really like this finish. I like this finish. It's not feeling uncomfortable on my skin. So next I am gonna go with, my microphone is really close. Sorry if you're hearing all the extras. So on this side, I am going in with ganache. Let us see. Oh, I like the way this is already. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. I like it very much. Okay. Guys, don't be alarmed. Ooh. Don't be alarmed if you don't see concealer under my eye. Concealer, foundation under my eye. I know y'all probably like, girl, what are you doing? But I don't put foundation under my eye because I put concealer under my eye. Like, my under eye does not need all these products. Concealers are generally thicker, and I'm just gonna use it all over my nose. Yeah, they're generally thicker, so I don't need foundation and concealer under my eye. It just makes no sense. Oh, it makes no sense. I will say the claims of it being full coverage is correct, because I don't see, I don't really see like my dark marks, like my hyperpigmentation that's around my mouth area. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. So this is the point where I am gonna go outside right now before I finish my face, before I even add concealer or anything like that to my face. I'm gonna go in the bathroom, turn off the light, take a picture, go outside, take a picture, and I'll come back and record. Wish me luck. So I have taken the pictures that I need to take. I'll be honest, hopefully you guys see it and tell me what you guys see, because I feel like there isn't that much. There's barely a difference. Like, I can tell slightly by the undertone because on my face, although I'm neutral, I tend to have more reds in me than golden. I mean, I just know that for a fact. I'm not golden at all. So the fact that this, like, I see, but like the difference in ganache and truffle is on me anyway. because remember, we could all be the same shades, but our undertones still determine how the foundation or the product is going to look on you. Yeah, I only see a little bit of a difference. It's not huge. If you guys see more differences than I do, please let me know. Now I'm just gonna apply my concealer, and I just want to see how other products, like, you know, how they perform on top of it. And this is the part where I'm saying, because of my chest, because of how just basic neutral it is, I will add I will add something a little more neutral as far as concealers go. And I'm just gonna dab this here. I hope that does not look alarming. Dab this here, and I'm just going to, ooh, that is light. Let's not play ourselves. Like, I would never use this by itself. Lie. Never. I can go back in with my concealer. And I'm just going to blend. Let's apply lipstick. Yeah, that blush that I applied on here also did not, nothing is disturbing this. But earlier, like I said, once the foundation, once like I brushed it all over my face, it didn't, it didn't budge. Even when I touched my face, it didn't budge. So we'll see if it transfers later on. So I'm gonna go about my day, and I'll take my smaller camera, or maybe on my phone, when I get to where I'm going, because it's still pretty hot outside. It's really hot outside. The sun is still booming. I'm gonna have my glasses on because where I'm going, I need to see, and I can't see, y'all. I can't see like that. So I'm gonna have my glasses on, so if that creases, if that budges, if that does any of that, I'll let you guys know at the end of my at the end of the day when I do my final thoughts on this foundation. So far, I like it. And my shade that like if I were to purchase this foundation, the foundation shade that I will get would be Ganache. I wouldn't get anything else. And the fact that Ganache is my shade, I'm actually disappointed in, because this was supposed to be extended shade rate. Like, let me not say disappointed, because for other people this might have been their answer. Like I said, Too Faced is not a brand that is a brand that I think about when I think of makeup. It's just not on my radar, like in my brain. But if whatever shade that they stopped at before was way too light, and the darkest shade that Jackie helped them collab with is what I'm wearing now, that says a lot. But I don't want to say my final thoughts on this yet, because I still have a lot to do. But I'm going to see you guys later. Okay, as you guys can see, it is 8:16. Let me flip my camera around. Okay, I'm really oily. oily. I had my glasses on. It left a little dark mark there. No, it's a no. No. This is still, I feel like the undertone here, you can really see it now. This was truffle, and this is ganache. Just the undertone in general, now that it has oxidized, I guess, enough. I don't like it. It's supposed to also be good for oily skin. I don't like it. Sorry if this keeps focusing and not focusing because I'm using a different camera. I'm not using my regular DSLR. But, like, no. If you have oily skin, no. It has not even been 5 hours yet. No. So I'm gonna go in and go about my day still. And the next time I check in though, I think it will be when I'm home. I'm sorry, I'm outside and I don't have a microphone on this camera. But it will be when I get home, and yeah, bye y'all. Okay, so guys, as you can see, it is 9:18. That was that say? 9:18? 9:14. Wow, I'm blind. 9:14. So I put this makeup on. Let me move closer to my microphone. I put the makeup on around 4:52. Like, that's when I was done with my overall makeup. And it's been roughly about 4.5 hours. 4 hours, solid 4 hours, we could say. And no, I'm not here for this. They said it was for all skin types. I'm really oily right now. Granted, I have really oily skin, and I didn't use like mattifying primer. But when I use my Skin Prep Pro, I don't ever use any mattifying primer or anything like that. And this holds up because it's supposed to prevent, or it's supposed to keep heat or oil, not heat y'all, oil and sweat at bay. And it did not do that. When I went outside, the sun had completely, like, the sun wasn't out. It was still hot, but it was like, it felt good. It wasn't like blazing hot. So that was really, really good. I felt like this should have performed really well. Has it been 8 hours? If you have oily skin, don't you dare buy this foundation. It's just that simple. For everybody else, I can see, like, especially if you have dry skin, maybe dry combo to dry skin or normal skin, I think this foundation will work well. As I mentioned earlier, I do like the finish. There's a clip, I'm sure it's before this one, that I inserted. After I see that the foundation has settled into my skin for a while, it does have like the undertone on both, mostly on this side with truffle. It's a little off. It's like, because it's golden, obviously it's going to be off on me because I'm neutral, and it tends to look just a bit green. I don't know, it's definitely because it's golden olives and warm and yellow and all that stuff are usually in the same category, and I'm not with it. Nope. If you're going to buy this foundation off the strength of just Jackie and the shades you guys are buying is just like the Jackie shades, by all means do you. I'm not going to be in support. I don't care who it is. If something does not work for me, I'm not gonna buy it. It's just gonna be a waste of money. If you do have dry skin though, like I said earlier, I think you would really, really like this foundation. If you have oily skin, stay away from it. I will say, I don't think anything that this foundation released, like, I wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing on the skin. Like, I like the finish, but it's not something you need. Like, you can do without it, you know, especially if you already have a lot of foundation. If you're a makeup junkie, I'm sure you do. it's not something you need. I'm just, guys, I don't sugarcoat stuff. It's not something you need. I set my skin with all-nighter. Once I set my skin with all-nighter and using the Mayron Skin Prep Pro, I'm usually good. For the past couple of times that I've been wearing makeup when it's been really hot, I've been using the Skin Prep Pro in conjunction with my Luminous Silk from Armani, and I've been good. I've been good. Even though, like, I like Luminous Silk for summertime because of how nice and lightweight it is, and it didn't have me looking oily or anything like that. So, as you guys can tell, this is a no for me. If you feel like you really want this foundation, get the 3 closest shades to you. Like, go to the Sephora, get them in samples, wear them all day. If you know you have a long day, wear them and see how it performs on your skin before you purchase. I always tell people this. Don't just, you're spending a lot of money on makeup. Don't just blindly go out there when you can be smart about your makeup. So when I got outside, like I said, the sun wasn't out, but it was 86 degrees. So, but the sun wasn't out. It just felt really, really good outside. What else? What else? What else? If you are looking for foundation, like you don't really have any staples right now, and maybe you're my color or deeper, like I said earlier in the video, I am the shade 470, just generally, but right now I have been wearing 490. I've been mixing it with certain things. Like if I wear 490 because it dries down darker, I would just highlight here, like, you know, my regular T-zone area to match my undertone, so it gives it a nice everything mirrors each other and it looks like one. What else? In Estee Lauder, I'm Espresso. In Lancome, I'm just mentioning all my summer shades. In Lancome Tay Doll, I am 555. What else? What else? Those are the foundations I think are really popular that people like. That's why I'm mentioning my shades. So the one I do like the most is this side is Ganache. When I was outside, I looked in the mirror, and even in my camera, I noticed this side wasn't as like olivey and golden as this side. Essentially for me, they're the same shade. They just have different undertones, because if they were verily 2 different shades, you'd be able to see the difference on my face, and I wasn't able to do that. I just saw the undertone. What I was gonna say earlier is, if you're my shade or darker, I would suggest trying to go into like pro brands and see like what pro brands has shades for you. Like, I'll use this as an example. This is probably not ideal and smart for a regular consumer, but let me show y'all this, because like I said earlier, I don't ever struggle with trying to find deep dark skin makeup, especially for models. They're always scared when they sit in makeup artist chairs, and when they see what I have laid out, they literally have no worries. So do you guys see this? Yes, this is foundation. Yes. Let me, you guys see? So this foundation is from Sean Richards. This is why I like to shop pro brands and makeup artist driven brands, because 1, I'm a makeup artist, it just makes sense for my kit. 2, I feel like us makeup artists, we understand what we want. And this foundation, y'all. Okay, so this is from Sean Richards. It's not focusing. This is from Sean Richards. And I feel like if you are, I'm rambling. She was the head makeup artist, especially the makeup artist for Chadwick Boseman on Black Panther. She did that, and this is her foundation. This is her makeup line. Her makeup line is really, really good, geared towards makeup artists. And this palette itself is called Melanin, and what's smart about it is each shade on here, as you guys can see, I have derailed this thing. As you guys can see, these are really, really, really dark colors. This up here, I think is Nia Kim, this shade right here. And if you guys don't know Nia Kim, I'm going to leave her picture up there. So this last row, you guys can see, if you're deep dark skin, you'll be able to get use of probably all of them and just maximize it to your skin complexion. If you guys want me to do a review on this, I will. I love this. This is called Melanin, and she named each color after the model and actresses that have the same complexion here. So there's Lupita, Nia Kim, Achuk, Letitia Wright, Ajak, Cordria, Denai, Nikara, Alec, and Grace. But if you guys want me to do something on that, I will. She has other palettes and other different shade range, but I just wanted to give you other options if you are my complexion or darker and you just feel like you don't like anything else out there that's on the market. You don't really have to go that route. There are plenty of other brands that have darker shades. If I don't have a problem with finding my shade, a lot of people shouldn't. My last thoughts on this, and I understand if you don't like what I have to say, it's fine. I'm just not gonna sugarcoat and lie about how I feel about this foundation. I already said I don't like it for oily skin. I feel like anybody else with different type of skin types, they will probably like it because it does feel good on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel bad. I like the finish. I just don't like it for oily skin. So if you're oily skin, don't waste your money. It's just really a waste of money, honestly. My final thoughts on this: it's not revolutionary. It's not something I haven't seen before. It's not something that, like, I'm like, oh, I finally have my shade. It's not that's not what this is for me. I have been able to find my shades in different brands, and those are the only brands that I shop. I have a thing. If you're not new here on my channel, you know I will never spend money, and I would never shop a brand that doesn't have foundation my complexion, because you're not gonna give me everything else but a foundation shade. And I feel like Too Faced, yeah, they expanded, but it's nice, and I feel like this is what all brands should have done from the beginning of their brand or whatever, and just be inclusive all around. If you're gonna give me a foundation, but I don't have a bronzer, I don't have a blush from your brand that I can use, your highlighters are pale and they don't work for my, so you're not gonna do one or the other. You're not gonna give me a foundation. Now I still can't use anything from your brand. I don't shop Too Faced, y'all. I'm not gonna shop Too Faced. It's not something I look forward to doing anything from, but I do like the fact, this, for me, I'll say it's a double-edged sword. I like the fact that they were able to bring out more shades, but I feel like just hire a chemist. You don't need an influencer to get your shit right. I understand why they chose Jackie, because she's, I guess, the most popular person that has spoken out about lack of diversity in makeup brands, and I feel like it's the lack of diversity in makeup brands that are really popular. If I have not really been able to have a problem finding my shade, and I'm deep dark. I love my deep dark complexion, and I've been able to find my shades in years, for years. So if it's the popular brands that are not inclusive, and she has called a lot of people out, and I'm sure that's why Too Faced wanted to reach out to her. But I just feel like if you can hire an influencer, you can hire a fucking chemist. Have a chemist in-house, like your in-house chemist, every time you come up with something, and hire deep dark skin models. So when your chemist, when you guys are testing these foundations, you are able to test them on models and make sure it's the right undertone, make sure it's the right shade. A lot of us deep darker girls lean on the neutral to red side. I've been doing, like, I can show you guys, maybe I'll have it on screen here, models that have darker skins that I've done makeup on, and they're just, it's either just neutral or red. It's never really like on the redder side, but it's never really like golden. So I don't know where that came from. Also, I have seen a couple of Jackie's videos. For me, as a makeup artist standpoint, or from a makeup artist standpoint, I know she mentioned in her video that she wears chai, and I looked online on Sephora website. It shows that the shade chai is golden. I don't know how that's Jackie's shade, because from what I see, maybe it's the camera and the lights and stuff like that. But Jackie definitely looks neutral on the redder side, so I don't know how she's able to get away with wearing chai, but Mimo. Yeah, my final thoughts are, you should have hired a chemist and not an influencer. I felt like Too Faced, if y'all wanted to really collaborate with Jackie, you should have given that girl her own collaboration. Like, let her come out with some nice bronzers for darker skin, palettes, like, not eyeshadow, I'm over eyeshadow palettes, like just maybe highlighter palette, bronzer palette, blush palette, something for deeper skins, instead of just collaborating with an influencer to give you your brand the most basic thing you need when you can just hire a chemist. I just feel like I just had a rant. My bad, y'all. But that is my final thoughts on it. If you have dry skin, like I've already mentioned already, you will like this. If you have dry to no, I say if you have normal to dry skin, I will say you would like the finish of this. If you have oily skin, please don't waste your money. This foundation is trash for oily skin. Don't do it to yourself. I didn't overdo my skin. I have really good skin prep right before I put my makeup on all the time, and this really, y'all, this really always keeps my oil at bay ever since I started using it. I don't use any heavy cream moisturizers in the morning. I use water-based moisturizers, so they keep all of my oils at bay. Or if I have to, like, if I'm getting oily, it'll be maybe at the six hour mark. This, I barely had my makeup on for 5 hours and I'm an oily mess. So that is my final thoughts on this. I know some people won't like what I have to say, and that's fine. I don't care about that. I'm here to be honest. If you're gonna spend your money, I want to be honest with you, and I want you to spend your money smartly, not just because, you know, unless you got money to waste, girl. But that's the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.